Welcome to Lead with Heart, a space for visionary leaders ready to live their soul's purpose and embody heart-led leadership in your life and business. I'm Jewel, a spiritual mentor guiding leaders to create impact through authentic and aligned purpose work. Here, we activate inner wealth, expand coherence, create a future rooted in truth, and reconnect to our true nature to reattune our lives to Earth's original intelligence and rhythm. As we kick off this season, I'll also be unveiling the living heart keys, unlocking the diamond within, one frequency at a time. The future of leadership is through the heart, and we begin right here. So let's dive in. Welcome to another episode in Lead with Heart. Today, I'm so inspired to dive deep into the heart key of presence. Presence being one of these really foundational fields of energy that brings us back into the present moment, to be here now. And being here now are three of the most potent words that we have access to. And when we can truly treat these words, exist in these words, embody these words, and bring these words into our cellular understanding, our cellular structure, we become so present with the miracles of life, because being fully present to the miracles of life is being fully present to truth, to your living transmission of truth as the love that you are. And being fully present asks you to open to the divine stream and feel the voice, feel God in your body. A lot of people don't understand the power of this. And being present isn't about just being still, about being quiet, about being in this moment, because it's bigger than that. And as human beings who have a heart, mind, and body, the mind that we possess has the propensity to do its job. And its job is to think and to analyze and to plan and to connect with moments in the past, connect with moments in the future, therefore leading to experiencing regret of the past, possibly regretting what you said, what you did, experiencing the desire of the future, worrying about the future and how you're going to go from A to B. And being still requires you not to be in your thinking mind. It requires you to drop into your body. It requires you to be so connected with the heart and what the heart knows in this moment. That this is why presence becomes a practice. It becomes a practice of being fully in your body, fully in your heart, fully in your life, fully in your purpose in this moment. It's this sacred state where your heart speaks. And your heart speaks through sensation, through energy, through intuition. And in order to access this heart speak, you must become present. You must drop out of your head and into your heart and into your body. And this heart key of presence really awakens that part of you that listens beyond the noise of the mind and acts from this place of embodied truth, turning your nervous system into a here and now clear channel for divine guidance. Divine guidance can't come through when you're not present with it. Being present is being in connection with your divinity, because as human and divine both that you are in equal measure, being present means being in the divine presence that you are, in the presence of the divine, in the presence of God, of Source, of the universe, of Mother Nature, however you interpret that or translate that is irrelevant. What's relevant is that you feel God in your body. And the only way that you can feel God in your body, feel the voice of God reverberate within the walls of your vessel, of your earth body, is to come into this very present moment. One of the ways that I do this personally that I want to share is being in the company of nature. And here's why. The reason why we feel so incredibly amazing in nature is that she is a reflection of our own beauty. She is a reflection of our own true nature. When we're in nature, we more easily open to receive her reflection of who we are. If you close your eyes right now and you imagine yourself in a place in nature that really opens your heart, it might be by an ocean where the waves are lapping on the shore and the sun is shining and sparkling on the water. It might be walking through a forest and seeing the rays of light beam down into the forest floor, smelling the smell of the trees, of the foliage. It might be in a wide open field. It might be climbing a mountain. Wherever this place is, imagine yourself in this place and imagine the potency of Mother Nature. For me, I love being by water. It does something to me. I feel the water literally flowing through me. I feel the waves literally lapping into the shores of my body. And so if you tune in to this place in Mother Nature for yourself and connect directly with these waves of water inside the body, as you are sitting in the company of these waves, what you're experiencing, what you have the capacity to open yourself to, is the presence of God, is the presence of this regenerative nature of these waves that never stop. They're never static because they're energy, and energy isn't static. It's always regenerative. If you consider the leaves on the trees, right now they're falling because it's fall season. I know that as I watch the leaf flutter in the wind from the tree branch down into the ground, I can see its trajectory as it makes its way into the earth, and knowing that Mother Earth is taking it, regenerating it. She is composting it and turning it into birthing something new in the spring. And so being ultra present with Mother Nature reminds you that you too are regenerative, that you have the capacity to always, always be sustained and nourished and generated and abundantly supported by the divine, just like nature is. Nature doesn't get stuck in the thinking mind. Nature isn't disconnected from the heart and the body of herself. Nature simply is, created in the image of God, as are you. And so this is an invitation to come into presence with that which you are, with the perfection of who you are and what you are, the perfection of moment by moment sublime presence with all that you are in your full range of highs and lows and ebbs and flows and seasons. And when life feels overwhelming, this heart key really grounds you into your body. Doing it through nature is the way that I do it. Many people choose to presence themselves through grounding. And that's why these grounding rituals in my grounding path resources that I've created for myself and for others are so, so, so powerful. You ground yourself back into the body. You ground yourself back into your earth vessel where inner peace lives, where your clarity lives, where your divine connection resides and is ever present. And it reminds you, this presence key, remember, these heart keys are fields of energy. They're generative, they're expansive, they're infinite. I've been working with these keys for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, actually, unbeknownst to me, more consciously in the last few years. And these keys, and in particular this presence key, reminds you that your real power lives in the still moment of your presence. When you access this sweet spot, when you are in full coherence between your mind, heart, and body, when everything comes online to harmonize, when your breath is oxygenating and perpetuating and nourishing this harmony, not when you're in your singular mind and disconnected from your heart and body, not when you're in your body disconnected from the capacity of your mind to be able to bring the presence key into your body and to image in the waves lapping on the shore. This is giving your mind a really worthy task. And in moments of stress and conflicts, and when you're experiencing this mental noise, presence really teaches you to pause. It teaches you to soften. It teaches you to meet life with your whole heart. Whether you're navigating a hard conversation in day-to-day life, whether you're parenting through chaos, whether you're trying to make a big decision, presence brings you back into alignment with your truth. And truth is the highest frequency that exists. Presence vibrates in a frequency of truth. Presence, true presence, is as a result of being squarely centered in your frequency of truth. And you shift when you're in this deep presence from reacting in day-to-day life, in situations, in conflict, in hard conversations, from reacting to responding. You shift from gripping and trying to hold on for dear life and maintaining control to opening, allowing. And because you are in the presence of the divine and divine presence is living inside of you, it's easy to let go because you're handing over control. The last heart key we talked about in episode 2 was surrender. If you haven't heard that one yet, I encourage you to go back. Surrender not being giving up, surrender being giving in. Presence is truly medicine that helps you to regulate your stress. It helps you to reduce anxiety because you cannot be present and anxious. You cannot be present and stressed at the same time. You cannot be present and in your body and heart and thinking and worrying at the same time. This heart key is so powerful because it expands your capacity to deeply feel. And it's how you remember that you're not behind. You're not too much. You're not broken. You're simply returning back to this place inside yourself that is ever growing, ever sustained, ever supported and held and carried by the divine. This is a still place of strength where there is such calm. When you're in this frequency of calm, stillness, this is a still power that becomes the frequency that magnetizes exactly what's true for you, magnetizes your desires. So ask yourself, what becomes possible when you stop reaching for the next moment and meet this one with your full breath, your full body, your full heart? You can tune into this soul inquiry by placing your hand on your heart, one on your belly, and breathe deeply and slowly, letting your breath anchor you into this moment. Be here now and allow your body to show you what's true. If today's episode opened something up within you, take a moment to pause and to breathe and to return to presence right here and now. This is the heart key that's foundational for full range coherence between heart, mind, and body. Because mindset by itself simply is not enough, which is why I've created and really excited about bringing the Coherence Codes, a 4-part masterclass series where we'll explore how presence and nature's rhythms and the inner truth that is held within you unlocks your leadership and your life and your relationships. So the link is in the show notes, and I'd love to see you there if you are ready to deepen into this journey and field of presence and coherence. Thanks for joining, and see you next time.